If you're holding Ethereum or any other crypto on Coinbase, Binance, or another centralized exchange and not earning money from it or earning a couple percentage points, you're literally leaving probably thousands of dollars on the table every single year. Most crypto holders think that staking is complicated or risky, but what if I told you it's actually safer than just holding your crypto and doing nothing? And it pays you anywhere from 4 to 12% per year while you sleep, depending on the asset. So in the next 12 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the entire process from getting your crypto off the exchange to setting up staking that pays you every single day. Now, this isn't going to be theory. I'm going to show you exactly which buttons to click and which websites to use. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to turn your dead crypto into income generating assets that pay you whether the market goes up, down, or sideways. And I'll show you why the method I use is way better than the basic staking most people do on exchanges. Let's dive in. But the first thing I want to do is talk about the problem with just holding your money on a centralized exchange. Now you can see that I have about $3,600 here, and this is what I would consider dust. In other words, just random crypto that I've accumulated. A lot of it is down in this instance, as you can see, and it's stuff that I'm not going to really bother doing anything with because it's such a minimal amount. Now I also have some stablecoins that are pending, and these are actually going to go into staking strategies in a couple of days. But the thing is, when you hold cryptocurrency on exchange, your crypto just sits there doing nothing. It's like having cash under your mattress instead of in a savings account generating you income. Now exchanges are making money off of your crypto while you get nothing. But the thing is, some exchanges like Coinbase will offer the ability to stake your crypto. As you can see, I currently have a whopping $2.20 staked. And you're probably wondering, Jake, why don't you just stake this if you're going to be holding it here anyways? You can get an average rate of about 14%. And the reason why is because when you stake your crypto, you have staking and unstaking periods. It takes about 2 weeks to ramp up your crypto into staking and about 2 weeks to unstake your crypto. And ultimately, that's time where you're not earning any yield. It's just simply waiting, right? And waiting and waiting and waiting, and then it finally hits your wallet. But the thing is, when you do that on an exchange, you cannot sell your crypto, meaning that if there is a period where you're ready to cash out some crypto, considering that the market has been doing very, very well over the past couple months, you will not be able to do that. So if you plan on selling near the top this year, and then all of a sudden the top comes and you're like, okay, it's time to unstake my crypto, you now have to wait 2 weeks until you can sell your crypto, meaning that you're going to miss out on actual gains. The other thing is, when you do have your crypto on exchange, you don't actually own your crypto. Not your keys, not your crypto, if you've ever heard that saying. You need to transfer it to a ledger, and you need to start to interact with DeFi to be able to take full advantage of this industry and change your financial future. But let's go back to the basics for a second. I want to talk about what staking is. The simple explanation is staking helps secure the network and you get paid for it, right? A lot of the times you're going to be staking your crypto into a validator. A validator is kind of like a node or a host for a specific network. So there are thousands of Ethereum validators all around the world, right? And you do have to have a large amount of crypto, I think it's roughly 40 ETH, to become a validator. And if you're a validator, you're going to get higher returns, like 7% per year or so. However, if you stake into another validator, you are going to get about 4 to 5% per year. And essentially, validators are securing different cryptocurrency networks to ensure that there are not false transactions and there is not fraud on the network. That's the beauty of blockchain. And the beauty of staking and validating is your crypto stays yours, but it works for you. But the thing is, most people don't do this because they think it's complicated and they're scared to move crypto off of exchanges. So today I want to show you exactly how to do it safely. And some people don't even know it exists, but that's not you because you're here and you're learning more. Now, before I show you exactly how to set this up, let me explain why the method I'm going to teach you is way better than the basic staking that most people do. You see, there is staking, liquid staking, and liquid restaking. We're just going to be diving into this liquid staking option today. The liquidity on staking is very limited. The liquidity on liquid staking is very high. Rewards on both of these are predictable. DeFi opportunities are limited for staking, but many for liquid staking. But where it gets you is the complexity is low for staking and moderate for liquid staking. Essentially, what we are doing is we are using DeFi to stake our cryptocurrency assets. Liquid staking means that we are trading our Ethereum for something called staked Ethereum. And that staked Ethereum is completely backed by actual Ethereum tokens, except it accumulates yield within its price, so it grows more and more over time. And ultimately, there is decentralized liquidity for these liquid staking opportunities, meaning yes, typically you would have to follow that 2-week unstaking period, but with liquid staking, you can just go and sell that token on the open market. Just for perspective, if you were to sell one staked Ethereum into USDC, you're getting out 42.65 USDC. If you were to sell one Ethereum for USDC, you're getting out 42.73. The difference is obviously the slight fee differences for liquidity pools. Now, if you were to sell one Ethereum for staked Ethereum, you're going to get out 1.002. So sometimes there are occasionally arbitrage opportunities. And if you were to flip it, you're going to get out 0.998 Ethereum. And that right there is the beauty of liquid staking. You barely pay any slippage or fees to get out of an asset like this, but you don't have to wait the 2 weeks and you earn higher yields. But let's dive into the actual process itself. So assuming that we have a specific asset over on Coinbase or on a centralized exchange, we're going to want to send that to our DeFi wallet. Now, if you guys don't have a DeFi wallet quite yet and you want me to make a video around creating your DeFi wallet and setting that up, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, notifications turned on, and let me know down below in the comment section. However, we would essentially go on Coinbase and we would use the send crypto option and paste in our wallet address to get that crypto into our DeFi wallet. And then we can go over to DeFi Llama, which is an analytical tool that will show us all these different DeFi opportunities. And we can go specifically to the categories section. So if you just go up here and you search categories, you'll find an option that says liquid staking. Now, liquid staking is the largest industry in DeFi right now. It has $80 billion in TVL. Now, if we click on that, we will see all the liquid staking platforms. I prefer Lido when it comes to staking my Ethereum. I prefer Jito when it comes to staking my Solana. And then there's a plethora of other opportunities for other chains and other networks. But let's take a look at the Lido example in this instance. We're going to pull up this page, which as you can see, this protocol is $37 billion. That's $37 billion of Ethereum staked. And we'll just go over to their website. And once we're on their website, we will be able to input the amount of Ethereum that we want to stake. So as you see over here, I have 4.46 Ethereum in my wallet already. So I would type in 4.46 and I would simply hit stake. And then I would sign this transaction in my wallet. And then ultimately, that's going to give me staked Ethereum. You can see I'm putting in 4.46 Ethereum, getting out 4.46 staked Ethereum. And then after we have that staked Ethereum, we can go over to the wrap section where we can turn this into wrap staked Ethereum. That way the actual accumulation of those staking rewards happens within the price itself, so we don't have to constantly go and claim those. You can see over on Aave, I have $34,000 of wrap staked Ethereum over here. Now it shows that I'm earning less than a 0.01% APY. That's because for lending this out, I'm getting nothing. But when it actually comes to the price appreciation, due to the staking rewards in this token, I am getting roughly 4%. And then I could take that wrap staked Ethereum, use it in DeFi, and be able to borrow against it. So I can leverage up or be able to take that capital that I borrowed and stick it into liquidity pools and other opportunities. And if you guys want to learn more about different DeFi opportunities like staking, lending, liquidity pools, and others, then I'm going to leave a video on screen right now and also the top of the description that breaks down all those different opportunities and compares them side by side for the best ones. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, notifications turned on, and I'll see you guys in the next one.